Hi, I'm David Leverett with Breezy Ryder. Today we're going to go over the install of your Breezy Ryder on your Goldwing seat. That's a 2018 or newer bike. So first off, you're going to follow the manual on your Goldwing on how to take off your seat, and you're going to unpackage your Breezy Ryder. So once you've done that, when you open up your Breezy Ryder, you're going to notice there's a little packet inside. It's got a little screw in the corner. That's for if you have an ultimate seat, and I'll show you when I go through this display where that screw is needed on the ultimate seat. So first off, we're going to open up our seat cover here. We're going to lay it across the Goldwing seat, and you notice it's got 2 points on the front. We want to make sure this seam is right in the middle on the front, and then we get this over each of the points, nice and clean over those points. We make sure we're centered over the seat with the pad, and that our backrest opening is over the backrest opening on the seat. And then the last part is to make sure this seam in the middle on the back is right over the middle of the back of the seat. Then we're going to go through and tuck under this point here, under this point here. On all the edges of the seat, you're going to tuck the cord. We call that the skirt of the seat that goes around to the bottom of the seat. So we're going to go all the way around and tuck it under the seat. And once we've done that, we're going to take this front cord right here. See, there's an opening where you can see the draw cord, the drawstring. We're going to pull that and put it under this tongue on the bottom of the seat. What that's going to do is make it rest real nice and pretty on the front of your seat and contour nicely to it. And then we're going to pull these down, make sure we're around the edges, and we're going to tighten the cord at the back of the seat. We're just going to pull it and let it go around to tighten all the way around. Once we've done that, it's time to go ahead to make sure everything stays in place to attach this front strap. We're just going to undo the Velcro, which always should be put together when you're not installing so that it doesn't pick anything. We're just going to run it through the buckle and pull it back to itself snug. Once you've done that, you pull the cord again so that everything stays in place, and then we're going to flip it over. Now that we've flipped our seat over, we're going to pull these points over good right here because that helps pull it in at the top. Pull your cord again to pull it down. Once everything's looking good, now we're going to pull this back strap together nice and snug. Pull it through, pull it snug. Okay, now that we've got that snug, we want to pull these in where they're good and snug here. We're going to untie this back drawstring. We put those together so they don't wind up disappearing up into the skirt. But we're going to untie it so we can cross them and then pull it really snug. When we pull it snug, notice that gets even a little bit snugger. Everything gets around the edges. It all looks very snug on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and tie this off. To do that, sometimes it helps to have somebody to pinch the knot for you. So the magic hand comes in, and we're going to pull this good and tight so it doesn't come loose. I usually like to loop the other one, but you can do that right at the end, just giving you less extra cord. So we're going to flip it over and see how it looks now. Okay, we're nice and even on the front. These are over in the middle. Don't see any wrinkles on there. This actually is a really nice fit. So we've got it on there really well. There's one last step before you put it on your bike. That front strap right now is tight. We need to loosen that for the install of your bike because on your Honda Goldwing, the frame goes up to the base of the seat right through here. So we have to loosen this so that it becomes snug when it's down. Let's move this cord out of the way so we can see what we're doing. See, now it's snug. If it's all pushed all the way down, that's where you want this first strap. So where it's snug when it's down. And this one can stay just like it is. You're ready to install this on your bike. Now I told you I'd tell you what that screw is for. On the Ultimate, all that screw does is replace this tongue. Your Ultimate seat does not have this extra tongue on the front, so you're going to take this screw and put it in there. There's actually a QR code on here that shows you exactly how to do that on your Ultimate seat. So if you have an Ultimate seat, take a moment right quick and watch this video from the one inside. So thank you very much, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy your Breezy Ryder.